One of the host nation qualifiers. We've already seen one of them. Didn't get a leg on the board, Anthony Lopez, but Darryl Gurney was superb. And then two of them playing each other later. Dyson Parody and Henry Zapata.
That is the 25. Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Mark the throw first.
So Mark Walsh with the advantage of throwing first here, as he takes on Andy Parsons for a place in the next round and a tie with 10th seed Steve Beaton. Walshy resplendent in pink.
And yes, looking to crack on after a fairly ordinary start to the year. Walshy, after a first round exit at Ali Pali at the start of the year to Jarkko Kamula in the World Championships. Not really put in too many performances of note on the floor, but this will be a cracking way to open up the first leg.
Yeah, he's been on the slide for a bit, Mark Walsh. He was always renowned as an incredible floor player, and he struggled to bring that onto the big stage, but he was still, a top 10 in the world player. He did say to me he had the year from hell a couple of years ago. He had all sorts of things, financial problems and relationship problems and family and all sorts of stuff, and it affected his darts. But once you start slipping down the rankings, it's very difficult to arrest that. Obviously, you can end up with tougher draws because you're a lower seed, and it does become very difficult to get out of the habit of losing games of darts. But when Mark plays his proper stuff, he is phenomenal. And this would be a bit special. Oh, is he going to go for it? Oh, is she looking at the ball? Oh, he did.
Well, it was worth going for with Andy back on 202. You mentioned he's from Bristol. He practices in the
85.
Darts Cafe 501 with Steve Brown and Mark Dudbridge.
Just sneaking in the two there. That's a great marker for the double top. Oh, he doesn't use it. Walsh, you don't like that. He does not like that. And Andy Parsons has got a chance here for a 15 dart leg and a breaker throw. Well, oh, he needed that treble 19.
57. Mark required 20.
So Walshy then for double 10 to go 1-0 up early on in this first round match here. First to 6, remember. Oh, 3 very good markers, but none was the required side of the wire. So Tops then against the throw and gets it for an early break.
Second leg, Andy to throw first. Game on.
Just taking his time there, Russ. A dramatic pause from Russ Bray.
58.
Game on when he says it's game on. Andy Parsons, he did come through Q School. You might not have seen much of him before he came through Q School. Won his tour card, did it on day 2. But he has appeared
26.
in the Euro Tour. He made the last 32 in Dusseldorf last year. He beat Colin Lloyd. He ended up losing to Andy Hamilton 6-3. I've just been told Andy Hamilton's staying here in Gibraltar. We will see him in action tomorrow when the seeds enter. But Andy Hamilton's staying here in Gibraltar on a boat. I understand there's a couple of players who've got their own boats moored up.
Oh, very flash.
83.
HMS Hammer.
Very nice.
A bit of a ropey start to this leg for Andy Parsons as he looks to consolidate that breaker throw from the first leg. At the minute, Walsh is not punishing him.
41.
And continues not to.
Certainly a lovely part of the world to have a look around, especially when the sunshine is as glorious as it is this weekend.
More like it from Andy Parsons.
140.
Takes the ton 40 not down to a finish, but even a ton 80 here for Walsh is not going to get him down to a finish. And he certainly won't if you get the big fat one.
77.
So Andy Parsons looking good for a 2-0 lead here.
59.
Just the 59, but still well ahead in this leg and down to a finish.
94, and you require 126.
So at least 6 darts from here for Andy Parsons. 67 remain. Ball, he doesn't need to go for it. He's just had a look at Walsh's score. He doesn't need to. Is he having a look at it? No, he's missed the big number there. He wanted the 10 for double top. He's at the 6. So he's only going to get 2 darts at a double when he returns instead of all 3 at double top. And Walsh, if he can find a treble again, well, he's gone for the ball, and that'll do nicely. He set that up very well. So Andy Parsons only getting 2 darts here for a 2-0 lead when it should have been more. Should have had 3. Is it going to matter? Double 10 he wants. Last dart in hand. Walsh is waiting to strike, and Walsh makes his way to the board. And maybe missing the big number on that previous visit could cost him a leg here. He wanted 25 for tops. He's hit the 19, so he's only going to get 1 dart himself. And 23. I'm not sure what's happened there.
And you require 10.
Well, I think he may have miscounted Walshy there, but Parsons has a chance to live again and does go 2-0 up.
Third leg.
Well,
to throw first. Game on.
A 24 dart leg. It was all a bit scrappy-do, but Andy Parsons is 2-0 up here.
Well, Andy Parsons shaking his head at the back of the stage. He knows he's got away with that, and Walshy fills it up at the start of the third. Great response from a man after he's completely made a hash of his last visit when he had an opportunity to break back.
100.
Walshy, we saw Pete Dios threatened to do a 9-darter earlier. Walshy stuck his 4th one in the treble 5, so that ain't going to work.
55.
Closest we saw last weekend was Vincent van der Voort in his very first leg of the tournament, where he 8 out of the perfect 9 and missed the double 12.
85.
Andy Parsons did hit a 9-darter at Q School, not this year, it was last year that he hit the perfect leg of darts.
And despite that, failed to qualify, didn't he? Despite hitting a 9-darter.
He did.
But came back at the start of this year and did earn his 2-year tour card at Q School on the second day. 7 wins in a row. And he notched up.
100.
Well done for Mark Walsh. Gets him down to a finish. Like Andy Parsons knows. 1 treble maybe, and oh well, that's disappointing. 451 left, 131, so he's not left himself an easy one. So Mark, well, he's favourite for this leg. He's certainly favourite now. Mark Walsh.
80.
Well, tops he wanted.
And you require 131.
That's a big one. Oh, it's not going now. But Walsh needs to take this out, otherwise he's 3-0 down, and it would be 2 breaks a throw. And he's plenty of room to work his way in there. Oh, he's gone too far. Double 5, tricky one. Oh, he's bust his score.
He's bust. Just the wrong side of the wire. So 34, does he go straight for double 17? Or splitting it, 2 for double 16 for a 3-0 lead here. Oh, he can't do it. You can see what that means. The expression says it all. And Walshy, another chance for double 10. That's a good marker this time.
And there it is, Mark Walsh gets his first leg on the board. He can perhaps count himself a little bit fortunate, as there were 2 darts for a 3-0 lead for Andy Parsons there, and it would have been a second breaker throw. But he's responded very well to that disappointment with a ton 40. You see both men struggling a little bit on the double. I say a little bit, Walsh is having a mare. Andy not quite hitting 1 in 3. Walshy, 1 out of 12. However, we saw that similar sort of stuff from Pete Dios earlier on. He ended up getting the job done. He ended up taking out 132 ball double 16. So,
yes, that was pretty special, that outshot.
80.
Andy Parsons got a healthy lead in this leg, 60 plus whatever he gets here. Disappointing.
60.
Yeah, he's not happy, trying to just G himself up.
The next game sees the battle of the Smiths, Michael versus Andy. Looking forward to that one.
And you require 161.
Yeah, well, Andy Smith, the Pieman, of course, he knocked out
60.
Michael Smith's boss, Gary Anderson, last week in Austria. Rattling off 4 successive legs at the end for a 6-2 win. It was like something dreadful had befallen Gary Anderson in the middle of the game.
96.
We'll see if Andy Smith can continue that little run and knock out his protege, as Andy Parsons needs that treble. Finds the treble. Takes a moment. Double 80 wants for 3-1. Oh, he's not missed that by much.
He thought that was in.
You require 87.
So 87 for Walsh. Double 18.
Game
And gets it. So we're all square then.
Well,
And that was against the throw.
Well, he was nearly 3-0 down. Nearly 3-1 down there, but Walsh finds himself at 2-all, and having hit 1 out of 12 on his doubles leading up to that, he takes out 87 in 2 darts. So maybe he's feeling a little bit better now. Starts off 140 in this leg as well. Maybe Walsh is just getting into his stride.
58.
6-time winner on the PDC Pro Tour is Walshy. As I said, he's always been renowned as a more of a floor player than a big stage player, as he fires in his second 140 of the leg. Strong start to this one. But he has gone deep into big TV tournaments. He made a Grand Slam, I remember, back in 2011, made it all the way to the semi-finals. Oh, this is a lot better from Walshy. Best leg we've seen from him so far. Ton 40, ton 40, ton. And Andy Parsons is some way behind. Can he close that gap? Well, they're 2 great darts to do it. Oh, not bad, Andy Parsons, not bad.
Great time to pull that out. With Walsh wanting 1-2-1. But he still has a bit of time, does Walsh.
57.
As Parsons is well behind in this leg. And yeah, you sense that Walsh is now just getting his sights in and getting his range up on the stage there.
Oh, double top he wants now for a 3-2 lead to go into the lead for the first time in the match. Ooh. Quizzical look from Mark Walsh. And Andy Parsons has got a sniff. The chance is gone.
100. Mark, you require 20.
2 10s. That's quite a way away. That's much closer. Can he slide it in with the third one? No, he can't.
And you require 40.
Well, he was absolutely nowhere in this leg, Andy Parsons, but he's just stolen it. Stolen it as Andy Parsons. Mark Walsh started that one, 140, 140 ton. But Andy Parsons has nipped in there right at the death. And he finds himself 3-2 up, and that's a breaker throw, and he's straight into the treble 20. Good darts for the man from Bristol.
Yes, cool stuff up on the heat of the stage from Parsons.
60.
You can see not much between them in terms of the first 9.
140.
It's Walsh's missed doubles that are dragging his overall average down. You can see there, 1 in 3 for Andy, 1 in 9 for Mark Walsh. I thought once he hit that 87 in 2 darts that maybe he was off and running. May not be the case.
Yes, won't be happy if he sees those stats right now.
94.
But certainly time to turn it around.
Yeah, there is time, but right now Andy Parsons is looking very good to re-establish a 2-leg lead. He did race to the first 2 legs of the, I say race, he managed to get them. So he doesn't need to go treble 19 ball.
55.
So a potential 14 data and
44. And you require
to restore that two-leg advantage that he enjoyed early in this game. Looking at double top.
52.
That was quite a way away, but he does have time. He will be back.
Well, anything less than a 140 here, and Parsons will feel he's got a bit of a stroll towards this leg. Well, he gets a ton, but it only leaves 137, and very, very difficult, particularly with how he's been playing so far. Well, he's hit the 6, going for double 10, and now he wants double 7. He's gone straight at it, and he's taken it out. There's a puff of the cheeks and a shake of the head, but Andy Parsons finds himself 4-2 up now.
Work for Walsh to do. The man from Hertfordshire.
140. 60.
Well, once again, Mark Walsh starts off a leg with back-to-back 140s. Last time he did that, he managed to lose it because he was faffing about on the doubles, and Andy Parsons just nipped in there. But he's barely within touching distance here. So Mark Walsh can just plod away towards a double. Try and reduce the arrears. Oh, look at this, lovely. 3 140s, potentially 11 data.
96. Mark will require 81.
I was looking at the treble 10 there, which would have left him on a double, but Parsons is well behind in this leg, hasn't really got going.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get down, so Mark Walsh has got 3 clear darts at double top. Beautiful stuff. 13 data, Mark Walsh.
8th leg, going to be a throw first. Game on.
Well, Andy Parsons will want to just write that leg off and make sure he makes the most of throwing first here. But again, it's not a great start from the Bristolian.
Yeah, and if Walshy can just find those 140s that he relied upon in that last leg, he's not hit a treble himself. Serious artistic work going on.
Yes,
in the crowd.
I think we can say the tournament has officially begun when the 180 cards are being written on with their slogans.
Our ton keeps pace with Parsons here. And he knows if he can just hold his throw twice more, he's through. He'll be playing Steve Beaton for a place in the last 16. Walsh knows he only needs one break. And he'll be keen to do it now because he doesn't want to have to break in a deciding leg.
60.
Well, that's better. And down to a finish.
Well, it's decent, but it's not enough. And Andy Parsons, well, he doesn't have to go the 18 route here because he doesn't need to finish on the ball. He's gone it anyway. Is he going to go for it? He's having a look. No, he's not. And he's set it up. And all Mark Walsh can do is apply some pressure. Now, I'd be interested if this one, well, if that one had gone in the treble 20, if it actually gone for the 180 to leave double one, just to see if it could put his opponent off. But double top for Andy Parsons has to come down for double 10 for a 5-3 lead to go within one leg of the next round. He's going all around the board. Double 5.
Mark require 82.
Oh, he's at the 17. So does he... Well, it's 15, or we may go for the 25. Double 15. Double 10 he wants.
72.
Wow.
And you require 5.
Well, again, the double trouble summing up Mark Walsh's game. And Andy Parsons a chance, yes, to go to within one leg of victory. Again, both players just having a little bit of double trouble. But it's Andy Parsons who hits the right spot first and is now one leg away from a victory.
Yeah, double 2 coming to his rescue again. It didn't the second leg. He's had some odd doubles as Andy Parsons. He had double 7 as well, but look at this.
140.
Just a ton 40. Thought it was going to be his second maximum for a moment. So Andy Parsons, can he finish this right now? Can he break the Walsh throat? Close out a 6-3 victory. Oh, no trouble there. Means that Walsh is favourite. Well, again, it's another strong leg of scoring from Mark Walsh, but just with the way he's thrown when it comes down to the business end of these legs, he needs those chances.
Indeed.
85. Mark require 121.
Yeah, well, staying up there, wise decision, it's vindicated. He didn't need to go treble 17 for the ball. He stayed there, he knows treble 20, he's got a decent lie for it. He sets it up very nicely, but Andy Parsons is going to apply a bit of pressure to this double top that Walsh is coming back for. He's left himself 76, a nice little 2-darter. Walshy for one of the 3 legs he needs. It's a long way high. That's not, though. That's exactly where he wants it. Mark Walsh continues to fight.
And that was crucial. But Parsons throwing first here then. Just needing one more leg, remember, to book his place in round 2 against Steve Beaton. Who I'm sure has spent the day topping up that suntan, the Adonis. Ideal place for it here in Gibraltar.
Yeah, I would imagine it's less ombre, so it's just chip oil is on there. It's an old school tan. Andy Parsons, this is the leg. This is the leg where he needs to end it. He doesn't want to go to a decider and have to break Mark Walsh. Walsh would have the throat. Walsh is scoring. It's coming to his scoring has been, better than Parsons. It's all those missed opportunities at the end of legs that have cost him so far.
Yeah.
Is he going to get himself? Is he going to buy himself the chance to snatch this game? Brendan Dolan there. And his fiancée Teresa.
He'll be in action tomorrow evening. First game on.
As
a 180 comes chiming in. What a time to do it. Andy Parsons down to a 2-dart finish for the match, remember.
Well, he really needed that, Andy Parsons, who said he needed to win this leg. He doesn't want to be having to break Walsh in a deciding leg of the match. And he was trailing. Walsh had stolen the darts, but that 182nd of the match, Andy Parsons, just when he needed it. Oh, tops he wants.
23.
That is a match start that's gone begging, but Mark Walsh, 142 is a massive, massive ask.
Not going to happen now, and you sense that may be Mark Walsh's Gibraltar Darts Trophy Challenge over for 2014 with Parsons looking for double top for the match, and he does it. He'll be taking on Steve Beaton tomorrow afternoon